Hey everyone, Carolina Venom here, making this final video here on the HTC Desire 510. I kind of reviewed it early on, and I really didn't use it a whole lot before I reviewed it, so I'm giving it kind of a final review. While I am doing the final review, I will be also comparing it with the LG Volt, which is also on Boost Mobile, running some tests and comparisons, stuff like that. Now this phone right here is still basically still stock. I've really not done anything to it but download Facebook and stuff like that, which was already on the phone when I got it, because it was new. I mean, it was new, but it did come with, you know, some pre-installed stuff. I just downloaded Messenger, Clean Master, and a couple of benchmark tests is about it. So this thing is pretty much still stock. I have used it quite a bit today. I have used it a lot and really tried to like the phone better than what I said I did at the beginning. And honestly, my opinion still stands in a way to the point to where I still really don't care much for the phone. And the reason being is the phone is just really bulky. To me, it's bulky. I don't really like it. I'm still not really satisfied with the way it. To me, it just feels like a glitchy phone. I don't know what it is about it, but I can't warm up to this phone for some reason or another. And I took some pictures with it, some videos with it, and you know, I'm just not happy with this phone. So while we're talking about this here, like I say, the best thing about this phone right here is it is smooth. You know, the Snapdragon quad-core 410 processor really does do a good job being smooth. It has very good call quality, very good reception, and it really connects to LTE really nice. It does a good job in a lot of things it does, but I'm just personally not satisfied. Now, you know, somebody, now y'all may love it. Me personally, my own opinion, I just don't care much for it. But since we are here, I'm going to kind of compare these two together, the LG Volt and the HTC Desire 510. And as you see, the LG Volt just looks a lot smaller. And really it is. I mean, still has the same 4.7-inch display. But, you know, and both of them, the only difference between the processors is this is a Snapdragon 400, this is a Snapdragon 410, and when I run some tests and show you the tests that I have ran on both of these phones here, you have to kind of take into account the fact that the LG is loaded down with apps. It's already been set up through emails and Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. Netflix, I mean, everything on the Volt has been set up, and I wasn't going to do a reset on the phone, you know, to do comparisons. So the HTC is still pretty much stock with just a few downloaded apps. Both of them have 1 gigabyte of RAM, 8 gigabytes of built-in storage, and both of them are quad-core processors. So we'll go ahead here, and you will notice right off the bat how the screen quality is on both phones. You can look at the screen and tell that the LG is just much sharper, much more clear. Look at the difference. I mean, there's really no comparison between screens. When you look at this in here, I mean, the darks are darker. It just looks more sharp as compared over here to the washed out dullness of the HTC. Both of these phones, like I said, are smooth. Of course, the more you lag a phone down with apps and stuff like that, the more it is going to slow down. And I have noticed some slowing down on the LG Volt because of all the apps. You know, if this phone was wiped, it'd be smooth as butter. But of course, who's going to buy an Android phone and keep it bone stock? You know, I mean, you're going to download apps, and the apps are getting bigger and bigger. So, like I say, both these phones here are really nice. You know, some of the good points with the HTC is blink feed. Blink feed, you know, is pretty cool as well. It has HTC Sense 6, and you know, all in all, it's just a pretty smooth basic Android phone, that works well. The advantage with the LG Volt is the fact that you have a flash on the back. And another advantage on the Volt is the speaker is on the bottom of the phone instead of on the back of the phone. So there's more output to the speaker on the LG, and even the LG by itself is louder than the HTC, just in general. So I'll go ahead right now and go ahead and show you the speeds. And like I say, you have to take into account the fact that you got about a bone stock HTC running against a fully equipped LG. So the speeds are going to be a little bit different, but you're going to see here that they're not that much off. Whenever you look at the HTC, came in 18,358, and whenever I look up here, I did run another test on this one here, and it was 18,000, but when I ran it again, it was 17,870. So a little bit lower in speeds. Of course, you go from a 400 to a 410, and 18.3 to 17.8. There's not a whole lot of difference when you look at the details. This one here gets a all good rating on CPU, RAM, 2D, and 3D. 3D gets good, and over here as well is the same, except for the 3D graphics is excellent. Over here for the RAM operation, 1312 and 1517, 1284 and 1341. So the RAM operation on the LG is higher, and the RAM speed is higher on the LG. So I mean, of course, there's more stuff down here and everything and all that stuff, which I'm going to go ahead and run a test here right now. It's going to kind of put them together here, and this is a different test, which is these two up here. It will take a few minutes to do it, but while I'm running these two tests here, I will kind of explain the differences between these two phones. Like I say, I'm matching at the bottom of the screens here, and you can see, of course, you have more screen size on the LG Volt because of these touch buttons that are on screen. Of course, I don't like that personally. I prefer, the buttons be down here like they are on this phone and everything. So call quality though, the HTC is very strong. It has very good call quality. It sounds really good and it has no issues whatsoever. Same way with the LG. I have had a little bit of background noise with the LG, but all in all it does sound good as well. So both of them have really good sound quality. The LG Volt does have a notification light, which is down here at the home button. It glows green, it glows red, blue, whatever, and you can also set the different colors for different texts, different people, stuff like that. Your phone calls can be different, emails can be different. One thing that's lacking over here is the fact that this phone does not have a notification light. And this phone right here retailed when it first came out at $179.99, while the HTC retails brand new at $100. Now the LG did not take long to come down in price from $179 to $149 to eventually $99, and now you can get it for $79 at Best Buy on in the store or online. And as far as I know, that's still the same price for both Virgin Mobile and Boost Mobile, but I'm not sure. I think Virgin Mobile may have went back up in price. I'm not sure about that, but I do know right now the LG Volt is still $79.99 and the HTC is $100. So it did not take long for the LG to drop in price, but honestly, for what you get in both of these phones, I personally like using the LG a whole lot better. To me, it's just a better phone. It's more comfortable to use. It's not as slick to hold on to. It's smaller. It's more compact. It's louder. The screen looks a whole lot better. and it's just a better running phone in general. And it's going to take a few minutes to run for this video because of this test here is kind of slow and everything, but you know, I also wanted to go ahead and share all of this too while I was at it. And for some reason the HTC is very slow on this test for some reason or another, but reception, like I said, on both of these phones are about on par, that they're just about the same. But I believe the HTC beats out the LG just a little bit, and but not by much. I mean, HTC does a really good job, LG does a good job, and I really don't have any issue with either one of them. So, you know, both of them hook up with Bluetooth very well, with no issues there. For some reason, that's popped up. Okay, I think it's gone now. Yeah, we see that. Gameplay on both of these phones here are good. Not experienced any issue with gameplay. No lag, no hiccups. Really nice gameplay. Trying to think of a few more things to say about both of these phones here. So this one here came in at 17,964 on this benchmark test, and we're just going to finish up here on the HTC, and we'll see what it came in. Wow, it came in slower this time at 17,503. So when you look at the comparisons here, you know, it's just wait just a second, let me get them all together here. You know, they are close to the same. There are a few differences, you know, but I mean, there's really not that much difference between the speeds. 17.5, 17.9, you know, pretty close. We'll look at the quadrant test that both of them ran, and the quadrant on the HTC came in, almost hit 10,000, but it's 9902. And over here on the Volt, it came in at 9,004. So it came in, well, about 900 points less than the HTC at 9902. So, you know, it's just always a little bit different. The CPU on the HTC is 33,491, while on the Volt is 33,962. So, you know, they're just benchmark tests. I don't put a lot of stock in benchmark tests. I just run them because I like to see what they run and everything. But to me, honestly, the LG is more snappy of a device than the HTC. The HTC is no slouch. So I'm done with the comparison of these two here. Honestly, to me, if I had to pick out one of these two phones, it would definitely be the LG Volt over the HTC for the notification light, the ease of use, the flash on the back. The camera is 10 times better than the camera, and the camcorder is 10 times better than the HTC. And you know that the LG is just a better phone all the way around compared to the HTC Desire 510. So anyway, I was wanting to just kind of do this little final review comparison combo between the HTC and the LG Volt. My opinion on the HTC is still not changed. I did do some speed tests. I took some photos, some videos, and I will go ahead and make mention on one of the videos and recording in full 1080. I did say that it looked very choppy on my end, and it did. But while playing back on video, it was very smooth. So, you know, thought I would just go ahead and throw that out there. But I will have them up here sometime soon. Not sure when yet. But I will be doing a comparison and all that stuff with cameras and all that fun stuff. So, with that being said, there's nothing wrong with the HTC Desire 510. I just don't like it. To me, if you want a low to mid-range device, and you don't want to spend much over $100 for a phone, you got the Caricera Hydro Icons, this phone, the new Sharp Aquos Crystal, which is $149 right now, which I want to try out myself because I really want to try it out, and the LG Volt. To me, the LG Volt does it's just a nice phone in general. This phone right here is not all bad. I will not sit here and say it's a terrible phone, because it's not a bad phone. It does have some good qualities to it. Just myself personally, I don't like it. And I won't keep a phone that I don't like. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Hope this helps a little bit. Battery life on this phone did seem to get a little bit better. With using it more and stuff like that. It does seem to last about a full day of light use. Of course, about, a full work day of moderate usage. So, the battery life is on par. It's average. So, anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Hope this helps a little bit. I'm sorry it was so long. If you got any questions or comments about this phone, please feel free to ask me. Subscribe to my channel. I sure would appreciate it, y'all. Y'all have a good one, and talk to y'all later.